How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to break down one of the truths about the universe, that when you take in this perspective, it will change your life and give you the power to create the positive experience that you desire. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you're going to pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive state. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if you enjoy this podcast, there's something that you take away from it. If you're on Spotify or YouTube, you can leave a comment below. Not only does that help me know what it is that you resonate with and what helps you, someone else might read that comment and it might inspire them to give it a listen. I want to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that would be with your help. So whether you're leaving a comment or you share this with somebody, I could never thank you enough, and I just appreciate it so much helping being a part of this journey. But let's dive into today's episode. So we talk a lot about where the power goes. Am I in control? Are you in control? Is the world just happening and we're just trying to survive? Are we victims? Are we creators? What are we? I believe that we are the creators of this reality, but it's more than this worldly experience. You see, we think that if I do this and this doesn't work out, that maybe there's something better, like it always works out, or God has something better or bigger for us. I think the bigger or better is actually the internal growth. Everything on this planet is internal growth. So when you want to expand, when you want to do things, here is a perspective that you have to take, and this is giving you the power. So many times I've heard that the universe is aligning, or I need the universe to align, or I need the stars to align. Like I hear these sayings as if the universe is not in alignment. It is always in alignment. The universe, God, love, the highest energy is the alignment. It cannot be out of aligned, and it certainly is not out of alignment and then going to align for you. We are a part of it. We are as it is. You see, it does not need to align. That's not what needs to happen. You get to level up. You see, as you become, then you receive. Like attracts like. That's the law of the universe. The universe can't be out of alignment where likes don't attract. It's always the truth, whether you're aware of it or not. So by you focusing on becoming, it may seem like the universe aligns for the thing to come your way, but that's not it. That thing has always been there. Whether it's the new job, money, the person you want to attract, it's there now. The person that you want in your life, the experience that you want in your life, the money that you want in your life is there now. It's just not attracted to you energetically because you energetically are attracting your current state. If you want to change it, of course, shift your mindset, shift your I am statements, shift your actions, and become something. When you say that the universe has to align, you're saying that you don't have the power and that the laws of the universe are not always working correctly. They are. Don't worry about those things. Don't think something has to align or this has to work out or this has to do this. Only thing that you have to do is become. That's it. And you might be asking yourself, well, how do I become? Well, that's what this podcast covers. Right in the beginning with the deep breathing techniques where we say the frequency that we want. What you're doing at that moment is you're not just saying a word. You're bringing the frequency that that word represents within you. When you imagine yourself doing something in that frequency, you're building that energy within you. Everything in this podcast that I talk about is to help you become the version of you that you want to become. It's not being a victim. It's not being someone that is affected by what's going on in the world because we're not the world. The world is just another thing for us to expand within. It's another challenging thing. You see, when you try to grow, you hit resistance. That's one of the gifts of the world is the resistance that it gives. When you break through that resistance, the universe didn't align for you. You just became more of what it is that you desire if you're being focused in. If you're not focused in, you just become more of whatever you're influenced as. Wherever you point the finger has the power. So when you say, well, God has this plan for me, so it will be in God's time, there is no time. God is not working in time. God's the universe. God is everything. It all exists at once. There is no time. It's just you becoming who you're meant to be, who you can be, your fullest version, which is the most loving version. That's what you should be focusing on. That's where you should be giving the power. No longer point outward, point inward always. It doesn't matter what someone does to you. What matters is what you do with the situation, what you do with the energy that you interact with, what you do with yourself. Those are the only things that matter. You will not take this world with you. You will not take the job with you, the spouse with you, the money with you, the house with you, the kids with you. You take none of it. You have this experience where you're born, you're in this body that came from the dirt that will go back to the dirt, and you will take your energy with you. That's all that matters. It's all happening for you. Nothing needs to align. Nothing needs to happen. God doesn't have something for you at this specific time. There is no time. It's only experience. It's only you. Become the highest version of you and you will receive as the highest version of you. And the best thing is the highest version of you does not need to receive anything physical because it's in the energetic realm. It knows the energy. It knows love and is constantly working to receive that. In fact, will be inspired by the difficulty, be inspired by the pain, inspired by the trauma because that's the most beautiful love, the love that you create where it doesn't exist. This is all happening for you. I hope this message is receiving you right, letting you know that you don't have to wait for your sign. You don't have to wait for this thing to happen. You don't have to wait for this or that. You just have to become. And it's not even a have to, really. It's a get to. You get to become whatever darkness you're within, whatever darkness you're going through, you get to provide the light. Whatever pain is going on in the world, you get to provide the light. Whatever hurt, whatever loss, whatever trauma, you get to provide the light because it is part of your growth. When you have nothing, when there is nothing, and then you create it, you understand it more than anything. Going where something doesn't exist, bringing the light, helps you understand it in a way that you could never be taught. You could never be gifted. In fact, the gift is the process. The gift is the fact that the universe is always in alignment. Stop saying those things. Stop thinking that this has to work out for you to become, that this has to happen. It's all you. You are the one. You are the power. You have control. You are the hero to the story. There's no right version of who you're supposed to become. Because there's no time. There is no punishment, in a sense, other than the punishment we give ourselves. By not living in light, we are punishing ourselves to live in pain. We are punishing ourselves, and the punishment will continue because even the punishment is the gift. Not knowing and repeating something over and over and over in this repetitive fashion is still a gift because you're constantly getting the opportunity to learn and grow. We ask God, why does this keep happening to me? God, why do these failures keep happening? Why do these setbacks keep happening? It's because God doesn't give up on you. The universe doesn't give up on you. The universe is aligned. The universe is frequency. The universe has levels, and you are staying in a certain level, and it will continue to present you the opportunity to grow Always. Time will not solve that. Alignment will not solve that. Becoming will elevate you out of it. So go inward. Raise yourself up with positive thoughts, positive words, positive actions. Find the love, create the love, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. And if you want to level up, you want someone in your corner that's giving you these perspectives in your unique experience. This is what I do. I'm a mindset coach. I help people get into the being that they want to be. If you want more information on it, you can reach out to me via Instagram, or there's a link down below. If you fill that out, I will get back to you. I'm currently full, but opportunities do come up. People do take pause, they take breaks, or they, go on. It's not always forever. So opportunities or openings will be open soon. And I just want to work with you, whether it's just through the conversation of talking through social media or actually one-on-one. I'm so glad to be on the journey together and always want to provide perspective as I can. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.